President Trump called Tuesday for all civilized nations to unite against terrorism and obliterate this evil ideology, citing the deadly Manchester attack to underscore the central message of his foreign trip as he concluded a visit to the Holy Land. All civilized nations must be united in this effort. This trip is focused on that goal, Trump said at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, after meeting earlier with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in the West Bank. The president spoke after a suicide bomber killed 22 and injured at least 59 at an Ariana Grande concert in the UK. The president held a phone call Tuesday morning with British Prime Minister Theresa May to discuss the wanton and depraved attack, according to the White House, and will take his message later this week to meetings with NATO and G7 leaders. During earlier remarks in Bethlehem, Trump offered his condolences to the victims, calling such attackers the evil losers in life. As leaders around the world joined May in condemning the horror targeting young concert-goers, Trump reiterated a message he's been delivering across the Middle East since Saturday, that common threats are uniting countries and peoples with historic differences. Trump since the start of his trip has focused on the threat from Iran, suggesting it could unite countries like Saudi Arabia and Israel, and again mentioned threats like Hamas and Hezbollah during remarks at the Israel Museum. "We are telling you right now that Iran will not have nuclear weapons," he vowed. But, citing Manchester, Trump said his overall goal is bringing nations together toward defeating terrorism and crushing the hateful ideology. Dozens of innocent people, beautiful young children, savagely murdered, in this heinous attack upon humanity, he said. Trump on Tuesday also visited the Holocaust Memorial Yad Vashem, where he and First Lady Melania Trump laid a wreath in honor of concentration camp victims. Before leaving for Rome and the Vatican, where Trump plans to meet with Pope Francis, Trump plugged the possibility of a long-awaited Israeli-Palestinian peace deal. Referencing his meeting with Abbas, he said, "The Palestinians are ready to reach for peace, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wants peace too." He and Netanyahu both affirmed the strength of the U.S.-Israel bond, before parting ways. Trump will now carry his anti-terrorism message to meetings with NATO and G7 partners in Europe later this week. He is expected to press NATO leaders to commit more resources to the alliance during a meeting in Brussels, and then travel for a G7 meeting in Sicily.